Alright, welcome to the first session of building a SpaceX clone. This is considered an early intermediate level of Rails. So if you have no experience at all with Rails, you can go and follow a series I made for beginners. But you're welcome to stay. Otherwise, if you have done some Rails but not really gone in a little deeper into it, then this is the perfect level for you. Anyway, like I said, we will be building a SpaceX clone, but basically it's a corporate website, but it's way cooler to use SpaceX as the model instead of a business website, but they all have the same basic functionality. Interestingly enough, SpaceX is actually built on Drupal, which I think is funny. They could have a better backend, but anyway. I will use the terminal and Atom as a text editor. You can use whatever you feel comfortable with. In this session, we will build out the basic functionality. I will use Scaffold to easily create a controller, model, views, routes, and migration files. There are gems below that you can copy, and you can actually ahead of time put them in a separate text editor. And we need to have FFmpeg ImageMagick installed for video, audio, and image processing. I will provide how to install it for Ubuntu and Linux, and there are links to how to install it for Mac and Windows below in the description. Alright, so let's take a look at a little bit what we will be building. Okay? This is our website we will be building. Showing here our products, Rocket products. We will have an About page, a Career page, where a job seeker can upload a PDF and fill out a job application. We will have a gallery and a simple shop. A cool banner, and then these boxes. We will use Bootstrap to make it mobile friendly, but we will customize it, such as this round button with vertical lines to display the menu on mobiles. Okay. We will also have a newsletter and a search form. Okay, we will work a little bit more on the layout. We will have a different layout for the tablet, where the boxes would be horizontally displayed instead of vertical boxes. Okay? So the big thing is probably the career page that we're going to build out for a corporate site. Okay? And this would be our item page, and this here we have related products. And let's go to the edit page. So basically we want to create a mini content management system where the upload pages resembles the web page. Alright, but let's get started.
Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6, commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2, check ignition, and may God's love be with you.
Open up your terminal and cd to a directory where you want to create your new project. Mine is named ROR Projects, so I type cd ROR Projects and then hit enter. Let's create up a new project. So type Rails, new, and the name of the project, which we will name Rockets Corp. Hit enter. While the project is being created, let's do some preliminary setup. First, let's check if the video and image processors are installed. So open up a new tab, and here type FFmpeg --version to check if the video and audio processors are installed. If it is, you see something like this. Clear the window, and then go and type which convert to check if ImageMagick is installed. If it is, you will see a path similar to this. If you need to install the video processor, simply do a sudo apt-get install FFmpeg and hit enter. And if you need to install ImageMagick, you do sudo apt-get install imagemagick-y and hit enter. Alright? Now go to the description below of this video here on YouTube and copy everything for the gem files, all that text. Then open up a simple text editor or simple text file and paste them in. I've already done so. So this is what I want you to have accessible. It's very convenient to have the gems you use the most already in an existing text editor for easy access. Lastly, go to the browser and go to getbootstrap.com, and then up in the top right corner, click on it to download Bootstrap and place it in a folder above your Rails projects. So above the folder, above the Rails Corp, right? Of course, if you already have it downloaded, you don't have to do so. Back to the terminal. I'm going to clear the window, all is done. So let's cd into the project. So let's type cd rockets corp. Okay. Then open up your text editor. So I type Adam space dot, and then open up a new tab again. And here let's start the server. So type Rails space s. While the server is starting, let's go to the text editor and just random check some files. So all seems to be okay. Check the DB folder and then the gem. We don't have to check everything, just a little bit. Okay. Alright, server is running. Go to the browser and let's check so that all is working. So here in the browser, type localhost :3000. Perfect. Yeah, you're on Rails. So you should see this. And if you do, then all is working. Perfect. Okay, time for our first git init. So here, type git init. And then git status. Alright, so this is the files we will need to commit. So here type git add space dot. And then here type git commit -m single quotation. And we can just type initial commit. Great. Okay. Okay. I typed git status again. On branch master, nothing to commit. Perfect. Let's begin to code our project. Let's start by creating the basic scaffold for the home page and boxes, which will be needing 4 attributes to begin with. So here type Rails G scaffold. And let's name this scaffold missions with capital M. And then type title :string. Type subtitle :string. Type box title :string. And then type box info :text. Alright, hit enter. These attributes then becomes the 4 columns in the database once we created the database table. Alright? Let's go and check the migration files. Go to DB folder, migrate, and open up the migration file. Make sure that this number here matches your Rails version. If this is not automatically specified, Rails won't run the migration. Go back to the terminal, clear the window, and type Rails DB migrate. Rails is now creating a table named missions with the 4 columns for the attributes. Let's check these files. So go back to the DB folder and open up the schema file. This file shows the blueprint of our mission table. Let's take a look at the files that were generated. So here, go up to the controllers. We now have a mission controller. Go to models, we have a missions model, and then go to views, and then we have a missions folder. And here we already have a form, we have an edit, new, and an index file, plus some other files. If you followed my beginner's tutorial, remember that we here created and coded all these files from scratch. Okay, go back to the terminal, and let's run the Rails routes to take a look at our routes. I here have to make my terminal smaller to display the routes nicely in columns. Otherwise the text would wrap around. So bear with me a little bit here. Oh, still wraps around. Okay, let's make it smaller. Okay, narrow it here and then actually expand the window. There we go. All right. So in the right column we have the controller with its corresponding action. Okay. So there we have a controller and the index action. And this is the missions path it corresponds to. Go to the browser and after 3000 type /missions to check our home page. This missions path is what will become our home page. Okay. Alright, so this is the basic home page. Click on new missions and let's test the form. So first I type in heading test and then let's type in subheading test and then box title test and then I type box info test. Click create missions. Great, even has an automatic success notice generated and the input info is nicely displayed. Okay, click the backlink and the info list is listed nicely here as well. Alright, but let's change the mission index path so that it goes directly to the route path, which we'll do in the routes file. This is the path we need the route to go to. So go to the text editor and to the config folder and open up the routes.rb file. Underneath here type route, single quotation, and within the single quotation type missions #index. Save everything, go back to the browser and refresh. Great, so now the mission index path goes directly to the route path. Okay, so let's continue, but before continue I will just enlarge this text in my terminal again so that you see better. Okay, it's time to put in those extra gem files that we need. So go back to the text editor and go and open up your gem file. Here I'm scrolling down a little bit. Under where it says JBuilder is a good place for the Bootstrap gems. I first put in a comment. I type gems for Bootstrap. Then go to your text file where you pasted in the gems and copy the gems jQuery-Rails, Bootstrap and Sprocket Rails and go and paste them into your gem file. After this is done, go to the assets folder, to the JavaScript folder and open up the application.js file. Then go to the style sheets folder and open up the application.css. Go to the text file and copy the 3 lines under where it says JS file and go and paste them into the application.js under where it says Rails-UJS. Then go to the CSS file and rename this extension to SCSS so that it reads application.scss. Go to the text file again and copy the code for the style sheet. Then go back to the application.scss and paste it over the code right here. Great! We can now close these files, but keep the gem file open. Then go to the text file and copy the 3 gems needed for the media file upload. Then go to the gem file and paste them in. You can put them in under where you have the Bootstrap gems. I'm pasting mine in under where it says Mini Magic. But first I put in a comment. Save everything and then go to the terminal, and here we need to run bundle install to make the gems take effect. So if you like to, you can check so that the new gems are in the gem list. And we're also going to clear this window. Alright, they'll seem to be there. Okay, we now need to add the columns for the media upload to the missions table. So here, type Rails G paperclip, since we're using this gem to facilitate the media upload. Type in missions, and then the column names that we will be needing. So let's have banner, pick 1, pick 2, video, audio, and then hit enter. Let's check the migration file, and we see that all have a type of attachment to handle the upload. Back to the terminal, and let's run Rails db:/migrate to create these tables in the mission table. Oh, these columns in the mission table, I mean. Then, when it's done, let's go and check the schema file. Alright, cool. So you see that each of these now have 4 corresponding columns to handle the upload. We have a file name, a content type for the JPG, MP3, etc., file size, and an updated at time. We now need to go and restart the server. So go back to the terminal and to the tab where you have the server running. I hit Ctrl+C to stop mine, and then I just do Rails --S to start it again. Server is running, so we now need to put in the names of these columns as private parameters in the mission controller. So go to the text editor, to the controller, and open up the missions controller. Scroll down, all the way down, so within this parenthesis, after where it says box info, type comma, colon, banner, comma, colon, pick 1, comma, I'm going to move this to a new line here. So we have a comma, colon, pick 1, comma, colon, pick 2, comma, colon, video, comma, colon, audio. And let's save everything. Make sure it's within this parenthesis. Okay, go to the models folder and open up missions.rb. We here put in the validation code to handle the file upload. But let's start with the pick 1 first. So here I put in a comment and I said pick 1 validation. Oopsie, validation. There we go. And here type has underscore attached underscore file, and then colon pick 1, comma, styles. So styles, colon, and then curly brackets. And then we're going to put in dimensions for our image. We're going to have 3 types, a large, it needs to say large, colon, and let's give it a size of, within double quotation, 1500 by 500, and then type a greater than sign to handle at least this size, comma, type medium, colon, double quotation, and let's do that 500 by 400 and a greater than sign. I think the typical is 600 by 400, but let's stick with 500 by 400 for now. Type comma and then thumb, colon, double quotation, and our thumbnails are going to be 200 by 1500. These are going to be within the boxes. This needs a pound sign to fix these dimensions. Okay. On the next line, type validates underscore attachment underscore content underscore type, oops, not file, type, colon, pick 1. Okay. And then here type comma, content underscore type, colon, 2 forward slashes, within here 2 backslashes, type A, image. A is a special character that tells Rails that this is the beginning of the string for the file name. Okay. And here type dot star, which looks for the extension of the file. Then type backslash Z forward slash. This indicates that this is the end of the file name. So this is needed because computers reads all characters, including spaces, sequentially. Okay, let's put in the code in the HTML views. So go to Views, Mission folder, and open up Forms, Index, and Show. And go to the Forms file, and after here where it says True, type HTML : curly brackets, multi-part : true, for the form to handle both text input and file input. Okay, scroll down, and we need an image form, so copy this box info here and paste it above, and change the text area to file _ field, and change the box info to pick one. So I will highlight both these box info here, and I type pick one. All right, now go to the index file, okay, and scroll down, and here just put in an empty th tag first. We will later actually erase this. Okay, and then copy this line of code right there, mission subtitle, and paste it in above. This would be for our thumbnail, and we need an if statement here. So here, open up the Ruby syntax, type if mission dot pick one dot present question sign, and close the Ruby syntax. And then we need an image _ tag right there, and a parenthesis, and after here type dot URL parenthesis : thumb. So this will look for the thumbnail. Okay, underneath give it an else, so open up Ruby syntax, type else and close it, and just type no image. Oopsie, automated stuff there, no image. Okay, and then don't forget to put in an end of the if statement. So basically, if the image is present, it would display a thumbnail. If not, it displays no image. Now copy this right here and go to the show views file and paste it in above where it says box title. Copy this within these p tags and paste it in above. Okay, now you can cut this again here. You can cut this line of code and paste it in under where it says for the strong tag. And we need an @ sign for that if at mission. And now put in an image tag underneath, and we need parentheses, and then after here type dot URL parenthesis : medium, and close the parenthesis. And then go back to the index file and copy the else from the else to the end and to the show page and paste it in. Okay, and save it. Alright, I think that looks good. So this will display the image in the show page. Okay, I think actually I see something. This cannot say subtitle, it needs to say pick one. And I probably made the same mistake in the show page as well. Sure enough, cannot say box title, need to say pick one. Alright, save it, go to the browser and refresh. Oh, oopsie, I have an error. Okay, I have an extra parenthesis there. So in the index file, right there after image tag, between image tag and mission, we don't need that parenthesis. Back to the browser and refresh. Okay, just refreshing. Since it takes a little time, usually it means that all is good and it's processing through all the code. Okay. All right, cool. Let's click new mission. And here I will put in some code, or some text. Let's put in Moonbase Omega. I was going to do Moonbase Beta, but that might be ominous. And for the subtitle, let's put in the Moonbase Omega is near completion. Perfect. And then here, let's do rockets departing daily. rockets departing daily. Right? And here, let's say, join our mission to populate the moon. Okay? And then volunteers needed. Okay, if I can spell volunteers needed. Needs an N and one more E. There. Needed. Okay. Let's say become a pioneer. Let's do food, lodging, medical insurance, and salary. Oopsie, salary provided. Okay, no experience needed. Okay. Hit create mission. Cool, so there we have the text, but where did the image go? Okay, let's go back. Okay, no image. Huh. I forgot to put in the image to go to edit. Now we get to check the edit button. So hit image upload. I selected an image. I do upload. Great. Great image from the Moonbase Alpha. Let's hit back. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here and we will be creating those boxes next time and do some bootstrap coding. Okay?
This is ground.